Hey, 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 we are back. We're back with a second video today. How's it going, everybody? Let me know when you guys get here. Let's see. Can you guys see me? I don't know. Let's see. Uh-oh, I hope the audio is working. Sometimes it doesn't work. So I hope, oh, hey Kim, you can see me. Good, 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 good. Yay, Shawnee's here. Okay, good, 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 good. I just put that I'm live. So, welcome back. Welcome back. We are back with another video. And this one is, let's see, this one is kind of, you guys hear me talk about this a lot. And so we're going to just kind of drop this here, put something there for you, and you can, dissect it in your own time. You can reflect on it, but this one is going to be something special, I think. So, daddies love their daughters. Daddies love their daughters. And I grew up with my dad, as you guys know. I talk about him a lot. And I grew up thinking and being taught a certain way, okay? I grew up being taught that women respect their husbands and men love their wives. I was always told, never, never, never be with the man that you love or the man that you're interested in. You always want to choose the man who loves you. When you choose the man who loves you, you will always be happy, right? He's always going to try to please you. He's always going to try to make sure that your life is okay and that you are satisfied, right? When you choose the man that loves you. Men love women, okay? Women don't love women. Women tolerate other women. Women coexist with other women. Women live and work with other women, but women do not love other women. Break it down even further. I am naturally drawn to and seek the affection of a man. I love you too. I love you guys too. But I'm naturally going to be drawn to and seek the affection of a man. I'm naturally going to seek his attention, seek his approval. Do I look pretty? Do I look nice? Think about nature. Little girls don't go to their mommies and say, oh, do I look pretty? And do the spin and all that. Who do they go to? Daddy. If daddy is there. Of course, I'm speaking about in a traditional home in that way. If you don't have a father, this message is not necessarily for you. It is what it is. But the reason why I am making this video is because daddies love their daughters. If you are a daddy-less daughter, it could be that you lack love in your life. If you are a daddyless daughter, you most likely have done innumerable, countless things to get love, seeking love. If you, Tina says besos, 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 besos. I love the money. I love the money. I love the money. Thank you, Tina. Hi, Tina Bina. Aw, thank you so much. She says, I missed you. I missed you too, boo. Thank you. So, back to what I was saying. Women do not, okay, I was going to make this a short video. Tina saved y'all today. Because this is kind of deep. This is kind of deep. If you were a daddyless daughter, you most likely have done things, been places, spoken with, been in the company of people who you felt like loved you, or you were craving that love that you never got from your dad. You may have been raised. Women raise daughters. Daddies love daughters. Okay? Mothers know how to tell you how to, I don't ever want you to depend on a man. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you how, because I'm a woman and I can relate to you. Hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me. I can relate to you, so I'm going to show you what worked for me, and I'm going to show you how I did it. And I'm going to be there for you, and I'm going to raise you. But a daddy will give you that security. He will give you that peace. He will give you that protection. Daddies love their daughters. If you never experienced love from your dad, you may not be able to show love. I call it being weird. I call it being weird, but it's not, it's weird. It just is what it is. You may not be able to experience it if you didn't experience it in childhood. You may not be able to express it if you've never seen it expressed in your childhood. If nobody ever loved you, it's hard to understand what love from a man looks like. It's hard to understand what it feels like if you haven't experienced it from a little girl. So, what do you do? Diamond says, what do you do if you're a daddyless daughter? You need therapy. If you grew up without love and you craved love and you want love, and you know that there may be some things that are awry, you need to go to therapy. It just is what it is. Just like if you are a daughter who was not raised by her mother, you may need therapy. There's nothing wrong with seeking help. There are professionals who can help you get through all of that. There's nothing at all wrong with it. Do you think that a daddy who wasn't there but wants to connect should be taken seriously? My dad wants to meet with me and a therapist in order to reconnect. It's too late. When I needed you, you weren't there. Maybe, I don't know, you may need your dad later in life, but your parents are there to be friends. You can be a friend with your dad at an older age, but I don't see him being a daddy. How are you going to parent me when I'm not a child? You know? So, I don't know. I wouldn't want that. But again, don't take my advice on that, because I have no point of reference for that. None. If my dad wasn't there, I wouldn't want him to be there. When I needed you and I was a child, you didn't parent me. So, she says, need this word, Mickey. I grew up with an emotionally absent father and had to realize I was trying to earn men's affection, begging for, Good point. Good point. Okay. Okay, y'all. Alrighty, I'm getting some, I don't know. Let me find the words that I need. Thank you for that, Tina. If you grew up with a dad who was emotionally absent or emotionally abusive. That's just as bad, if not worse, than a father who is absent, because you're expecting or you're seeing, hey, I get my love from this person, and the way this person is loving me is harmful to me, but that's all that I have that's familiar. That's all that I have that's familiar. So since he was emotionally absent or emotionally distant, then I'm going to seek that in another because that's what's familiar to me. If my father was physically absent, I'm going to seek people unintentionally who are unavailable, if that makes sense. So I get what, I get that, but I don't really understand it. But what I'm saying is this may give you just a small little glimpse into where you can be directed or where you can kind of start on your journey. But think about that. If my daddy never loved me, is that why I'm seeking the things I'm seeking? Is that why my self-esteem is the way that it is? Is that why I'm not available for and open to loving relationships because I don't know what that looks like? These are questions that you can ask yourself that may be helpful for you. But yeah, are daddy's girls the same as mama's boys? Yes, yes, yes. I know that my daddy specifically loved me. When I say love, okay, let's talk about the love I'm talking about. I'm talking about adored me. If I'm wrong, he doesn't care. Does not care. If I'm happy, he's happy. Doing things for me makes him feel whole. Now there are some mothers who love their daughters. I think at this stage in my life, if I had a daughter, I would have the ability to love my daughter love and raise my daughter, because before I didn't have that, because I didn't have a loving mother. But I think because now, I've done the work and, all that counseling and all that, I think I probably would now. But before, I don't think I was ready for that. Right? So I forgot where I was going with that. But I think that when you don't have that love from your father, that can really, really explain some of your behaviors in today's life. Everything that you do really does go back to your childhood. And, it's beneficial to kind of uncover some of that stuff and look into it so that you'll be able to change some of those patterns if what you're dealing with now is not something that you want to continue dealing with. I'll say that. What they said is true. You end up marrying a man like your dad. You do. Like one of your parents, I will say that. I think I married my mom. It's a whole nother story. I'm marrying a man like my dad now, though. This time around, I am definitely marrying a man like my dad. We were talking about love and what that looks like. Love to me equals adoration. It equals like immense, deep, no matter what you do, unconditional, 100% love, right? That's what it looks like for me. Question, Michaela, do you have any siblings? I'm glad I was born the youngest and the only girl of 3 boys and oh no, can we break out of that? You can change any behavior that you want. Any behavior that you choose to change, you can break out of it. Any behavior. What do you tell men when they ask about your family? He was never in your life. I give them I tell stories like Bill Cosby on the Cosby Show. If you don't have good stories, watch Bill Cosby. Watch the Brady Bunch. I paint my life to be that way. Why would I give him a bad picture of me? I don't want you to know there's anything negative about me so that you can use it against me. Nope, all good stories. And my stories are good, my real stories. Did anyone have a jealous mom because your dad loved you so much. Yes. Yes, I will say that. This is deep, y'all. This is really, really deep because I feel like this is going to help somebody understand their now by understanding the past, right? If you can understand the past and why the past was the way that it was, it will help you going forward. It will help you see into your own mind and help you to uncover some of that stuff so that you can gain some self-esteem, so that you can move forward and move past some of those things that you didn't have. What does jealousy from your mom look like? Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Nope. I'm giving you a very surface overview of this kind of realization that I came to, and I'm talking about it on a very surface level. I don't necessarily want to uncover my stuff all over for the whole entire world. It's just maybe I'm thinking some of this stuff would be helpful, you know? I think some of this stuff would be helpful. What about jealous sisters? What about them? If people are jealous, you don't have to have them in your life, family or not. If people treat you poorly, you can remove them from your life. You don't have to entertain people who make you feel bad. Yeah. Unresolved childhood issues play a huge part in your dating life. Period. I don't care who you are. They do. No matter who you are, if you have unresolved childhood issues, they're going to come out in your dating life. They won't come out at work. They won't come out when you're volunteering. They won't come out when you're at the school with your children or trying to be a mom. They come out when you're dating because of the natural biology. Men love women. Daddies love their daughters. And I'm not talking about all this freaky, weird stuff that y'all talk about and all this rapey, all of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about pure love. I'm talking about real love. Daddies love their daughters. Women raise their daughters. I just realized this. My man is just like my dad who treated me like a princess. I almost chose a man. Yeah. This time I literally chose a man that is just head over, for real in love, And I think that's the best way to be. I respect him. Am I head over heels in love with him? Sure. Sure I am. Yep. Daddies love their daughters. If you never received love from your daddy, you may be seeking it in ways that are unhealthy and something to think about. So we can date a man that's like our mother. Oh yes. I definitely did for a long time. How do you know when he's being genuine versus love bombing? Oh, you know when you're loved. You can feel love. You can see if a man, I won't say you, I can. I'm very intuitive. I can tell a mile away when somebody is bullcrapping me. I can't. Apparently, I was told today, and we're going to have a special guest on here that is going to be talking about astrology and how you can use science to kind of figure this out. But I can tell when someone is lying to me. Always can. I'm very intuitive. I can tell when there's real feelings and I can tell when there's fake feelings. Would you rather have $500,000 for yourself or have $500,000 and give it away? Don't give anything away. Could the same love be found between men and women in relationships? I don't think so. I don't think men and women love each other unconditionally. I think it can be a good simulation of the love that, I don't think that the man I'm marrying now loves me to the degree that my dad loved me, but I know that he does love me. It's a great simulation, but it is not, there's no comparison for that. No comparison for that. In my opinion. What does it mean if your dad was in the house, but you are now 26 and have never dated? I don't know. You need counseling. If you're 26 and you've never dated, you definitely need to go to counseling, because that's something that's unnatural. Most people are married with 2, 3 kids by that time. I don't know. That's different. That's different. Now that everything is acceptable, you know, I don't know. But that's different. That's different. So consider that. Consider that. Daddies love their daughters. Daddies love their daughters. If you did not receive that love from your dad, how are you seeking love today? If you were raised by your mother, consider how you were raised. Your mother raised you the way she was raised. Your mother raised you to the best of her ability from her perspective. Your mother raised you from her Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Your mother raised you Your mother raised you from her perspective. I don't know many women who don't raise their children and their daughters to the very best of their ability. The very best of their ability may not have been adequate for you. It may not have been what you needed, but most mothers raise their daughters from their perspective, right? From their perspective. Tina says, it can feel strange to receive love from a man that's in love with you, because when you're so used to having just crumbs, so much attention becomes suspicious to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. When I don't get attention, I'm suspicious, because I always have had attention from my dad and from men. So if you're not paying me any attention, I have no use for you, because I had a different type of relationship with a man, with my dad. So, and I started out that way. So that's very true. It can feel suspicious. Do men end up dating women like their mothers? A lot of them do. A lot of them do. So daddies love their daughters. That's the video. Short and concise. Daddies love their daughters. If you didn't receive love from your dad, look into that, explore that for yourself. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. We're going to talk about mommies loving their sons next. Mommies love their sons. We're going to talk about that next on the next episode of The Michaela Pink Show. I'm Michaela Pink, and that's what I think. Bye.